everyone. Welcome to Rhythm and Rose. I'm your host, Joshua Jacob. We have a very special guest, Isabel MutaFov, Las Vegas
Hello.
fashion model. Welcome. And a friend of
Thank
mine. I haven't seen
you.
you in 4 years?
3.5 years.
Yeah, since like 2018,
Yeah.
19, around that time frame.
Yeah. No, it's funny. After you left, when we did that photo shoot out
Oh, yeah,
in
that's right. Yeah.
town, we found out we were pregnant.
Right?
So,
Real? Oh, the one we did for
yeah.
oh my God.
Yes, right
That was
after that. So, that was
was
so
it
crazy.
was it the photo shoot we did for the like Halloween theme, right? In October? Like
Um,
we went out to that kind of
yeah.
ghost town kind of feel.
Yeah, Nelson Town, we took
Yeah,
pictures
Nelson
in
Town.
that old vintage car.
Right, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was fun. I actually enjoyed that.
that was super fun. Yeah.
Cool. So right after that, you found out you wait, that day you found out you were pregnant or what?
Um, So that day we had actually gone to the doctor in the
That
morning.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So then we found out like I think a week later they gave us the results. So
That's
yes.
cool.
So I was already technically pregnant.
Oh, okay. While we're doing the photo shoot. That's
Yes.
funny. All right, cool, cool. And then so I know that at the time you were starting out as a makeup artist, you were doing a lot of that.
Yeah. So well, I've actually been doing makeup for about 7 years.
Okay.
So a few years before that. Um, but yeah, it's my biggest passion. I absolutely love makeup, everything makeup.
Nice, nice. And so what inspired you to want to do makeup? Was there something in the friend of yours that like, I mean, I don't know, family, someone that it just
Yeah. Well, it was a deep rooted kind of like thing in me since I've
okay,
loved it since childhood. I know it
okay.
sounds crazy, but I'm very like artsy. So
Yeah.
anything artsy, I get like really like I dive into it and I'm like, oh my God, this is my thing. Like I love it
Dang,
so
that's
much.
cool. Nice, nice.
So I got the opportunity to do a fashion show, I think around like 2017. No, it was like 2016. My son was about a year
Oh wow,
old
that's
or
cool.
something like that.
All right.
Um, and they're like, hey, do you want to come do makeup for these girls? I'm like, I've never done it to
Oh man.
strangers. I've only done it to family. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know if I
yeah,
can
yeah.
do that. And they're like, no, it's fine. Just come down. Like, we just need help. That's it. I was like, okay, cool. So I went, we spent the whole day backstage until the show.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it like
Oh man.
immediately. It was like that fast pace, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
nerve wracking, but like good crazy.
Good crazy, right? You're like, oh, I'm doing right.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was ever since then. I couldn't stop. Like it's
Dang.
everything to me.
So that pretty much was your launching point after that, where you were working with, just models that you never, they're not families. So after that, you were just like, man, I want to keep going. Anyone else want to
Yes,
hire me?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
exactly. And at first, it was a lot of like kind of like free stuff or
Okay.
like what can I say like TFP
Mm.
kind of thing where I would do it and they would give me pictures to add to my
Oh,
portfolio.
I see. Okay.
And then eventually, making connections and everything. And I started doing it more and more. And then eventually I would start charging.
All
So
right.
it
All
was a
right. Cool.
process. But I think in the beginning it was just the passion for the art
Yeah, just
for
passion,
sure.
getting your foot in the door, getting the
Yeah.
connects and all that. And that's really good in Vegas, like especially meaning because they always have a lot of fashion shows, right? For well-known
Yeah. Oh,
names.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially now that Vegas is expanding,
Mm.
with Formula One coming, the
Hmm.
Vikings, Golden Knights, all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's getting insanely big out here.
Right.
So the
Oh, big
fashion
time.
industry is the next one to really launch, I feel.
Nice, nice. So from the time frame of you being a makeup artist or getting to that passion, what kind of moved you to want to be a fashion model? Start modeling.
Well, so I've always kind of done both,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm very much of like a multitasking person. I can't
Yeah.
just do one thing.
Right.
I
Okay.
know it's crazy, but so the first show I did, the fashion show I did, they had asked me to come as a model first.
Okay, cool.
And then they were like, "Hey, do you want to help with makeup? Because we've seen you do makeup. Like, do you want to do it?"
Hmm.
So it was kind of like doing both at the same time. So
Hmm.
at the end of it, I did do the fashion show as well. Like
Oh,
I
nice.
modeled in the
Yeah.
show. And then after that, it was kind of like either one or the other. I would either do a lot of makeup clients or I would do a lot of fashion shows.
Oh,
Right now,
okay.
I'm kind of in the fashion shows phase because there's a lot going on.
Right, right. A lot going on.
Yes, for sure, for sure. And so I feel like next I might do more makeup
Okay.
while doing the fashion shows.
Okay.
But since I'm like restarting again after, having my daughter and going through
Mm,
COVID and all that stuff, I
right.
feel like I'm getting started again. And
Why? Well, I
yeah,
feel like you're already getting started again. I mean, I just saw that clip of you on what channel? What was it? Channel 9 or what station was
news
that?
at, what was it? Fox 5.
Fox 5. Okay, Fox 5. Yeah.
Yes, yes, that was super exciting.
That was cool. Yeah. I was
Yeah,
like, thanks for sharing that clip. I was like, wow, there she is. So how'd you get
yeah,
that
it
gig?
was
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah. I was like, here I am. Yeah. How'd
It
you
was
get that?
actually thanks to Bite Size Multimedia. So they're
Okay.
a company that works here in Vegas. They're kind of like a new up and coming um, like model agency kind of,
Oh,
but they
okay.
do a lot of fashion shows with locals, and they work with a lot of different companies like the Salvation Army.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it was
Cool.
also thanks to them.
Mm-hmm.
And my best friend, or Larissa, she was one of the fashion designers. And I'm kind of like her main model because we have like a really deep connection.
That's
And
good.
she's like, hey, do you want to do it? I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
So
That's
yeah, it
cool.
was very like night and day. Like I think it was Tuesday. She asked me, she was like, "Hey, do you want to do it tomorrow morning?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Tomorrow morning? You're giving me a 24-hour notice."
Hey, that's quick.
Yes. So it was very fast, very, very
Yeah.
fast.
And
So it
that
didn't
just,
give me time
yeah,
to process it until like the
right.
very end.
Until you're all done, you're like, wow, did I just do that? Like, that's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
exactly. Yes, yes.
So that gentleman that was in the, I guess the one that we're interviewing, like was he like a fashion designer or what was he?
That is Bridge. He is the like I guess owner of Bite Size Media, so he is
Oh,
the
okay.
coordinator of the entire show.
Oh, cool, cool. All right.
Yes,
Yeah, I was always wondering. I was like,
very
oh,
cool
was he?
guy.
Yeah, he seemed pretty cool. I watched what he was saying. I was like, ah, nice.
Yeah, yeah, he was awesome. Yeah, he was really cool. I love working with fun, exciting people with like good energy.
Yeah. Have you like done any fashion shows or any make doing makeup for anyone outside of Las Vegas, like maybe in California, Phoenix? Have you traveled?
I haven't traveled, but
Not
I
yet.
have
Okay.
had a lot of clients come to Vegas because for
Oh,
like
okay,
this,
cool.
everyone comes to Vegas.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I've had clients from like Brazil, Mexico.
Oh wow.
What else? I've even had a few clients from Europe. So
Nice. That's
yeah,
cool.
definitely. But I'm excited to like start branching out and going out and
Yeah.
traveling, doing all that fun stuff.
And California's just right there too. So I mean, I was hoping that well, you never know in the future they're gonna just say, hey, just come to Cali, come to Beverly Hills. Let's go.
Ooh, that would be fun. Yes, let's
Yeah.
manifest
I
that.
know, right? Let's go. I
Yes.
mean, but I mean, that's not impossible. I think that's possible, right? I mean, hey,
Yeah,
we'll go
no,
over here
for
and do it.
sure. It's just a little difficult with me being a mom,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
scheduling wise. I can't
Right.
just like
Pick
head
up and
out and be like,
go.
okay, bye.
Yeah, yeah. I get you.
Yeah, and especially considering my daughter, she's only 3 right now, so she's not in school, and so I kind of have her full time,
Mm.
and it's just juggling, a lot of juggling right now. But
Hmm.
for sure, in the future, I definitely do want to do something like that.
And I hope it works out for you to do that.
Thank you,
You're
thank
welcome.
you.
So what's next in the rest of this few months for the year being coming to an end? Is there anything coming up?
Oh my gosh, so much. I have so
Really?
many shows. Like my
Oh my
calendar is
God.
almost full for October with like fashion shows
Dang, really?
and castings and all that stuff.
Is any of these
Sorry.
fashion no, you're good. Any of these fashion shows pertaining to like well-known brands? Like Dior and just, I don't know, big names.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not
Okay.
yet.
No, that's fine. I just didn't know. I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, I feel like Vegas is barely like getting started with the fashion industry or like the fashion game.
Really? Okay.
We've had a few like Las Vegas Fashion Week.
Mm.
We've had I have one coming up. It's called Sin City Fashion Week.
Oh, okay.
They're actually from California.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
they're kind of setting up base here, which is super cool, super fun, super excited to work with them.
Hmm.
And I feel like it's just starting to like gain a movement
Yeah.
of bigger brands. And hopefully, in a couple years, we get some major fashion shows with those brands like Gucci, Armani, all that
Right,
stuff.
right, right. And I would
So
thought they did some of the fashion shows there. They don't. They do it in Europe or they go out of the country for those.
yeah, so the main fashion shows are Milan Fashion Week,
Mm.
Paris Fashion Week. So those are kind of the big ones.
Oh, okay. I
They
see.
New York Fashion Week, so New York is
Mm.
big on fashion. So we don't have something established here yet,
No, okay.
but we will. We
All
will.
right, cool, cool. And I travel to Vegas every now and then. Like I'm going October 14th and 15th. So is there going to be anything going on around that time when I'm there that you're going to be doing some
Ooh.
fashion show? You're going to be modeling?
I do have a fashion show. Well, it's actually on the 14th. Yeah, so the day before. The 14th
Okay.
is a Halloween fashion show at Town
Oh, no
Square.
way. Really? That's
So, yes,
cool.
we're
So it's
getting our
gonna
Halloween on.
nice. So what costumes, just different things like that, or what? What's the
Yes,
theme?
yes.
Nice,
It's
nice.
actually at a dress shop at Town Square.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
And so they're gonna like dress us up in cute dresses, but add some cute costumes to go with them, and
That's
that's gonna be
cool.
super fun. I'm obsessed with Halloween. Like I've
Are you
already decorated
really?
my house with Halloween
It's
stuff.
already decorated? Are you serious? Oh my
Yes,
God, you started early. I love it.
I'm
Man.
obsessed with Halloween, like obsessed because it's makeup. Like you could wear a costume, but then you
Hmm.
add the makeup and it really transforms it
Oh
and it like
yeah.
makes
Right.
it,
Right.
And I'm a sucker for Halloween.
That's very cool. And what's your costume? You already have it in mind for this show at Town Square?
No, they're gonna let us know at the
Oh,
next
okay.
like practice because we always have like a what is it called? We have a practice that we do that we walk in the costumes and make sure everything is good, nothing's falling out,
Hmm.
everything
Oh,
is all
right. Okay.
good.
Yeah.
And so they're gonna let us know then.
Hmm.
But I hope it's something scary. I kind of go
You
on the
love
scary
you
side
go
for
on the
me.
scary side? Okay, cool, cool.
Yes, like the blood and some scars
Yeah.
here and there.
What did you dress up as last Halloween? What was your costume?
Here. I was actually Cinderella.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe with some blood on it or what?
Not that time.
Not that time.
No.
Okay. Wow,
Um,
Cinderella.
no.
That's cool. All
Well, my
right.
daughter, it was her first Halloween to
Oh, I
actually
see.
understand Halloween.
I see. I
So
see.
I didn't want to be too scary, and she's never
Mm,
seen me in like scary makeup. So I'm like,
okay. That's
let's not scare
understandable.
her.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's cool. And what did she dress up like? Cinderella as well, or?
She was also
Oh,
Cinderella.
that's so cute.
We were matching. It was so
Oh,
fun.
that was like a just, and then in the background you hear the Disney songs going.
Yes, the little birds tweeting.
Right. That's funny. Are you gonna go to Disneyland anytime with your daughter?
Yes, actually we went July.
Oh, this past July. Oh, nice.
Yeah. No, 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 no. Was it last year? Oh my God, time is flying by. That's
Wow. But
crazy.
she's gone.
Yes,
Okay.
it was last year. We went last year and she did a few fashion changes. Of course, she's
Um,
my daughter. Like we had to.
of
We had to bring a
course.
few costumes.
Right, right. Yeah, because I've noticed because I recently when I go through the castle at Disneyland, right when you walk in on the left, there's like a little Disney princess costumes where they have all the dresses there. Is that where you went?
Yes.
Because I've
Little
seen
bibbidi bobbidi
is that what
boo.
it's called? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Because usually when my brother and I
You know,
walk through, we see them coming out all in their dresses. We're like, oh.
yes, they actually have this thing where you go in and they do like the whole Cinderella or princess treatment where they dress
What?
you up, they do your
Okay.
hair, they put
Oh
glitter
wow.
on you, and they do like a little photo shoot.
Oh
I'm like,
really?
can I do that? I said, old for
Can I
that.
do that? Can I be next?
I
That's
need a
funny.
helper.
Right? Like that's funny. Wow. Yeah, so I
Yeah,
see I didn't know what they did in there. I just knew they were selling dresses, but I didn't know they do the whole like
they
Cinderella
do the
feel.
whole princess treatment.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's cool.
I love it. I've seen it a few times. We want to take her maybe probably next year when she's a little older.
Yeah.
She does understand, like she's into princesses now, but I feel like
Mhm.
next year it'll be even more. So
Nice.
like she'll run around the house just in her little princess costumes and her
With
heels
her
and
with
her
her
purse.
wand.
Yes,
Yes.
everything, the whole thing. So
That's
I think
cool.
next time we go, she'll be super, super excited.
Nice. Well, I'm really happy that she goes back because I mean, it's my fifth time going this year in November. So,
Well, you're so close.
what do you mean I'm so close?
Don't you live in Cali?
No, I live in Texas.
Oh my God.
I live in
What?
yeah,
I
I live
totally
in
thought you went to
oh
Cali.
no
It
no
was the
no. I
other way.
no no I live in El Paso, Texas. Yeah.
Oh wow, that is so cool.
Yeah.
How do
So
you like
I
it there?
it's all right. I mean, yeah, it's my hometown, but I mean anything like Cali and Vegas, I mean, come on. Like
Yeah, I mean, you can't dictate us.
but Texas does have its benefits, it's just San Antonio and Austin and all that, so it's all
Yes.
good. But I'm
Yeah.
hoping to
That's
probably
awesome.
maybe next year move to California. Maybe.
Okay.
So that's in the works. And
Okay.
my brother's up there. So
Oh, that's awesome.
or maybe
That's awesome that
Vegas.
you have somebody there.
Yeah, my
You know,
brother's up there in La Mirada.
Vegas. Just
Or
careful because Vegas is getting crowded.
it
So like
is, yeah. Very crowded. Ever since the Raiders came, like they've been built. You know the McDonald Ranch for the McDonald Highlands. It's in Henderson.
yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's like those mountains, and then there's the homes are out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, before back in
Well,
like
yeah,
four
no,
or five years
it's
ago,
all
there was
up
just
there.
vacant, nothing there. And all of a sudden, when the Raiders came, they're building homes left and right up there. I'm like, how do you
Yes.
guys do that? Like, it's
Did
incredible.
you remember they built IKEA?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Okay, and remember on the other side there was like nothing. It was like dirt for
that's
miles and
right.
miles.
Yeah,
It's all built now.
it's all built now.
There's a
See,
new
that's incredible.
casino. There's homes
Oh my
everywhere.
god.
There's stores. There, like it's literally like it's past IKEA now. Like
Yep,
way into the mountains over there. So
that's crazy.
it's all new
Wow,
stuff. It's insane how fast they built everything.
that's cool.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm knowing that we are approaching Halloween. I am curious to know what's your favorite horror film because you love Halloween a lot. So.
Okay, so I hate horror movies.
Oh my god. How does that work out? Okay, I love Halloween, but I hate horror movies. Wow.
No, see, the thing is, I get like really deep anxiety
Oh no
when I'm
way.
watching. So it's not like Halloween movies. Like I'll
Oh,
watch
okay.
like like fake stuff, like stuff that's obviously fake,
Oh, okay.
But it's like that thriller part where it's like quiet and you're like like in those suspenseful moments.
Yeah.
I'm just like I can't do my anxiety cannot deal with that.
No?
No.
Oh man. Okay. So you're
And I
talking
love
more
all the costumes, like
okay.
Scream. I love the costume. I'm
Okay.
so down for it. The It
Okay.
costume, I love it so much. But I wouldn't actually watch the movie because it's like the
Okay.
suspense. It almost kills me. Like the
Yeah.
anxiety, I
Oh, you
cannot.
cannot. Okay. So it's more like, like you're in a hallway and then all of a sudden the camera's rolling and then it's just you hear these creaks and you're like, oh, somewhere around the corner. And all of a sudden they yell. That's the one that gets you like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Like
yes,
that. Okay.
yes. Because then I think about it. I keep thinking about
Yeah.
it. I'm like, wait, this could actually happen in real life,
That's yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, um, let's keep the lights on from now on.
All right, that's funny. All right, so have you like at least seen the Haunted Mansion, the Disney one that just came out?
Yes. Okay, yes,
How
I can
what you
handle
think?
those. Yeah, I can handle
Okay, you
those.
can handle that. All right, cool, cool. I'm glad. I'm like, all right, thank God.
Yes,
What do you
yes,
think?
no, I
So I
can.
haven't seen it. What do you think of this latest one that came out from the one with Eddie Murphy? What's your thoughts on it? I don't know if you've
Wait, the
seen it.
new one, I actually haven't seen the new one. I mean,
Oh,
I've
you
seen
haven't
the
seen it
old one.
either. Okay.
I haven't seen the new one. No.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. So I'm like,
Yeah. No,
looks
we like
interesting.
literally just watched The Little Mermaid, so we're a little far
Oh,
behind.
okay. No, no, that's fine. Yeah. I thought it was good. Little Mermaid. It was different.
Yeah, no, it was super cute. It was really, really cute. I loved it. You know, they did a great job on it,
Yeah.
and makeup was everything.
Yeah. Totally different. Love it. And I thought it was just, I mean, of course, the classic Disney one is always going to be the
You
main.
can't beat the
You
classics.
can't. I mean,
You
come
just
on.
can't. My daughter, she refuses to watch the new ones. Like she
Oh,
only
really?
watches the
Oh,
classic
man.
Disney movies, and I'm like, that's my girl.
You're like, I'm so proud. And I'm actually glad that you're bringing her up and watching those classics because these days, I don't even know a lot of these kids are watching the classics. They're just watching what's out now, so they miss out.
Yeah. No, they watch like the new stuff.
Yeah.
YouTube, a
Yeah.
lot of YouTube. I'm just like, not too much, not
Yeah.
too much. Let's watch the classics.
Right. So thank God for Disney Plus because it has everything on there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Obsessed with Disney Plus. Obsessed. Yeah.
Same. Like even before I take a trip to Disney, like a week before, I watch like the old classics, like one or two. just to get my heart
Yes,
like,
you have to like to get into that spirit of
yeah,
Disney and
like
magic and everything.
exactly. Like before I went, I watched The Lion King, and then I watched what was it, the Mulan. It's like those are. I'm like, man,
Ooh,
these. Remember
yes.
Mulan? I was like, these are
Those are
badass
so-
shows, man. Like, I remember, even back
Yeah,
then, I was like, these are good.
I know. You're like watching the quality and you're like, hey, this
Yeah,
is actually pretty good
the
for like what,
story,
1990s?
right? And in the
Like,
'90s, I'm
what?
like, can we bring these back, please? These were like,
No, for real. For like that
yeah,
classic Disney animation. Like I
right.
love that.
And
Like
I'm glad
don't
you
get me
love it.
wrong, the new ones are really good
Oh
too.
yeah,
Like
of course,
with
yeah,
the Princess and the Frog, Tiana, that one was really good
right.
too. But I feel like there's just something about that classic
Mm,
animation that just
yeah.
I don't know, it made the magic.
It did, and then the reason why is because it's all handwritten and hand drawn. You know, they were drawing those animate. It wasn't by
Yeah,
digital; it was all hand
it's a
drawn.
whole
So
art.
different. It
Like
is.
every scene is just a different hand drawn
Hmm.
picture, and I'm just
Yeah,
like, that takes talent.
it
That takes a
does.
lot of talent.
Well, before we come to an end on our podcast here, do you have anything like to share to those that want to be, a fashion model, get into the makeup industry? I mean, you've been doing it for a while, so just any advice? Because I know it's not an easy road. I mean,
It definitely is not, but I think if you have a passion for it and if you love it, definitely start with that. Like
mhm,
start loving it. And that the money will come,
mhm,
the shows will come, all of that will come eventually. But I think the first thing is to be passionate about it and to love it and to really appreciate the art
mhm,
behind it, and always keep growing. Like
mhm,
even now, I mean, I've been doing this a long time, but I'm taking like classes,
mhm.
um, like to perfect or
Yeah.
make my walk better and
Mhm.
really have that New York Fashion Week walk.
Nice. Good for you.
So it's definitely something that you always want to improve. But first off, like love it.
I
Like
love it.
have a passion for it.
Awesome. Great advice. Love it. And was there any point in your life that you felt like is like questioned about it? Maybe like, is this for me? Am I supposed to be
Oh,
doing this?
yeah, all the
Yeah.
time. I
Really? All
think
the
I
time?
think as like an artist, it's kind of a given. Like, in the process, you're like, oh my God, this is horrible. Like, what am I doing? But then
Wait.
it's kind of like trusting the process. Like you kind of have to just go with it and then
Okay.
it'll come out. Like it'll
Okay.
come out
Okay.
good. You know, I've been in fashion shows or like in photo shoots where I'm like, oh my God, this is so weird. Like, are the pictures even coming out good? Like what
Oh
I don't
no.
know what's going on.
Yeah.
But you see the end result and you're
Okay.
like, oh my God, that's amazing. That's me. Like,
Oh,
what?
okay. Then the whole spark comes out. You're like, oh man, okay, I want to keep doing this. Yeah. I see.
Yeah, yeah. And then you want to keep going and keep
Yeah.
doing it. But for sure, I think when I was pregnant, I did a lot of fashion shows and that was super fun. I'm like, I could keep doing
Oh,
this pregnant.
really?
Yeah, no, I
While you're
actually did a
pregnant?
lot of fashion
That's cool.
shows pregnant, which was so funny because you couldn't tell because my belly was so big, so tiny.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
And you couldn't tell. Like I think I
Yeah.
have like 20 maybe different like pictures and photo
Oh,
shoots
wow. Okay.
that you can't tell
You
because
can't tell.
you
Yeah.
can't tell.
All right.
But then after that, COVID hit, and
Yeah.
I think it was like a 2.5 years where I didn't do anything. I didn't do makeup. I didn't do any of it, and I was questioning, maybe this isn't the right choice for me. Like maybe I should be doing something different. Um, but then, I got invited to do the show and then I saw like some castings and before COVID, I would always kind of like second guess myself. I would be like, should I go? Should I not go? Like I
Mm,
don't have that much experience. Like I would question myself
mm.
too much to the point where I would not do it.
Really?
Yeah,
You missed
so I
out.
feel
So you
like
missed out on some opportunities because you were questioning yourself a lot.
for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think um that's like the other thing, like you kind of just have to go for it.
Yeah.
Whatever comes out, comes out. It's
Yeah.
and even if it doesn't work out, I've learned that like it's a learning experience, it's a
That's
learning
right.
opportunity.
Yes.
And you can always get something back from any show or any casting or anything that you do. You're always gonna get something back. Like you're always gonna look back and be like, okay, what could I do better next time?
Hmm. That's
So
good. And I'm glad that even through the whole questioning yourself and all that, I like the fact that there's still more opportunities that come your way. That's more of a sign to you to be like, wow, like
yeah,
even if I feel like quitting or just saying, no, I'm gonna try something else, then there's an open door right there. Hey, you want to help us with this, or you want to model for this? You're like, oh, sure, okay. You know what I mean? It's like it's
Yeah.
meant for you. It's meant for you because it's
Yes.
all the doors are coming to you, opportunities. You're just like, wow, just when I'm about to just say, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna do something else. There comes some offers. You know what I mean? I like
Yeah,
that.
no, for sure.
I like
For
that.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, and that's something I've learned that like you kind of have to roll with it. You know, there's always going to be something more,
Yeah.
something better that's going to come along, and you just have to grab it and take it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, Isabel, for your time coming on the podcast and sharing your story. Love it.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. This was so fun. Time just flew by.
That's what happens when you're having fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I'm so glad things are working out for you in Las Vegas and just you and your family. I mean, just having your daughters is good. Congrats on that. That's an awesome.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
love it. I love being a girl mom. I mean, I love being a boy mom too, but it just hits
Yeah,
different when
you
it's
have a balance. Yeah, to do
you,
both.
you know.
Next time you go to Disney, you can actually go in that little BDB
I
Boppy.
know,
You could have done that
right?
with your sons. You're just like, hey, I can do it now. Yeah,
I
that's
have to
funny.
go with her. Like,
Yeah, I
come
have to go
on.
there. So let's go. Yeah. You tell your husband, "Oh, wait outside. This is
Yeah,
mom and
no,
daughter time." Yeah,
yes, yes, for
that's
sure.
fine. So I hope you and your husband can join me and my friends at the Davidoff Cigar Lounge at the fashion show, October 15th.
Yeah, I'll let him
If
know,
you're able to make
and
it,
then
yeah.
we'll go for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. It's a nice lounge. I don't know if you ever seen it or been by it.
I
It's like
haven't really
outside.
gone to the fashion show. Honestly, I try to stay away from the strip nowadays
Oh, do
because
you? Okay.
November's coming up, and that's when they're gonna have Formula One. So
Oh, that's
it's
right.
gonna be insane, like
Yeah.
insane.
I heard that on the news when I was up there that they're already starting to build everything
Oh
and
yeah,
get the
they
roads
have
just
roads blocked off to like
yeah.
smooth it out. And they're starting to do a lot. So I'm kind of gonna stay away from it just for a little bit,
Okay.
um, unless I have to go. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're
All
gonna
right, well
stay away.
keep me posted. Well,
Definitely.
thank you again, Isabel, for your time. And all right, guys, we'll catch you on the next episode.